So, welcome. My name's Patrick Harrison. I record these because this is what I put on the internet.
Okay.
You found me because of my presence on the internet, and you came here in the physical realm because of these videos that I make for those that are sitting in their pajamas at home at 2 o'clock in the morning, not sleeping. I do these demos so that if you have bees or I can help you along and you can bring your questions to these demos. I don't do well in the fake realm of the phone. You know, if somebody goes through the trouble of coming here to visit me, I'll help them out. Even if they're not buying bees with me, which is something that I do. I sell bees in the spring, sell the woodenware that you'll need, all the medications. I have a honey extractor that you can rent. If you're getting into the hobby of beekeeping, I basically have everything that you need to make that happen. But for you guys, are you interested in getting bees or?
Yeah,
Okay.
we thought about it, but we don't know, like our backyard, like how much distance we need from our neighbors and stuff
Okay.
like that. So we have questions like that.
So there's a couple things that the state requires. You know, correct me if I'm wrong on the internet. I think it's like 25 feet from a walkway, 10
Okay.
feet from a property line. But if you need to go closer than that, you need to set up some kind of flyway barrier so that kind of pushes them up and out. Notice that we're 25 feet from like 20 colonies. You're fine. So space-wise, that's an easy hurdle.
Like, do we have to check with our neighbors, I think, to see if they're allergic to bees or something like that?
You do not have to.
Okay.
Now, you got an issue with a neighbor.
Okay.
You know, there's things. The state does not require you to
do that?
inform your neighbors of the food that you're growing on your land.
Okay.
However, I do believe that your neighbor should get the first jar of honey.
Okay.
Like, tell your neighbor with a jar of honey.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
by the way, I've been doing this for a year. My neighbors get a jar of honey. You know,
Okay.
my neighbors get as much honey as they would like. And so that's the thing. I grew up in Bergen County, so my parents had a 75 by 100 foot lot, and I was running a bee business out of that backyard. I didn't have many bees there. I only had 2 colonies, but I had like loads of equipment at some times, and so they're grandfathered into as much honey as they would like. And yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, you interested in getting bees?
Oh, I have 2 colonies now.
2 colonies? Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I caught them.
Call swarms.
Yeah.
Sick.
This year, yeah.
All right. And how are they looking?
I did an alcohol wash and there was no mites. I don't
Okay. Great.
So.
I'd say probably anyway, treat them anyway.
Yeah.
You're worried more about comb. How big are they?
I got 2 deeps and a medium on each one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're full.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you took the mite wash from a frame of open brood.
I did two frames of brood and then scooped whatever
Sick.
I did like a full the measuring cup that comes with the
Yep.
thing.
All right, so you did it correctly. It sounds like.
I hope. I think I might have did too much. I don't know. I hope not.
A half a cup of bees.
Yeah, I know. It's
If you did more than the amount of bees, then that's good.
Okay.
Because then you found none.
None.
So if you did more than you should have, and then you found a bunch, well then did you have a bunch? Well, or if you found one,
Right.
it's like. Anyway, I feel like at a bare minimum, get yourself an oxalic acid vaporizer
Right.
and vaporize them through the winter, like 4 times. That's what I would do, at least, bare minimum. Just because there's no bees that are like resilient or tolerant here in New Jersey, and I hope to in the next couple years to start a program And I've been saying that for a couple years now, and it's just a matter of like, it takes $250,000 to buy 300 hives, the proper truck, the proper forklift, and pay the person to make that happen. And the $250,000, we could have a bee that we don't have to treat for mites in 51 years. And that would be a promise that I would give. Just give me 50 years though, Let me just open these bees.
How often do you treat for the mites?
I've never done it.
So you just found your swarm?
Yeah, I put tracks out and I caught two. I had a third that were messing up, but they never moved in. Yeah, I just did the alcohol wash last week.
How do you just pour alcohol?
Yeah, you fill up it comes in a kit with a top, and you just shake the bees out, scoop them out, put them in there, and then you just swirl them around a little bit, and then they fall to the bottom.
You're making sure there's no termites?
For all mice.
Okay.
So what we have here is a frame of brood and honey. I got eggs in this cell.
Oh wow. They don't fly?
So these bees actually probably never seen the light of day before. Put the phone down.
Sorry.
You can never take as cool of a photo as you're seeing right in front of you.
Oh wow.
Usually it's the older people that take their phone out.
Really?
Yeah. So just go over my shoulder.
Okay.
Bend over my shoulder. And then looking into the cells here, there's a little like hot dog. I'm gonna move this cell around just to see if it can capture the light. There's like a little hot dog in the bottom of that cell. See 'em?
Oh yeah.
Those are eggs. Oop. So right in this area.
Oh yeah.
And so see this area here? So this is a frame of honey and brood. Honey is all here.
Okay.
And we're going into winter mode. I'm in winter mode now. So I'm gonna be finishing harvesting all my honey this week. And I got this honey here. They're starting to backfill these cells. So once this brood hatches out, they'll fill this frame with honey, and then I'll have a deep full of honey on top of my nuke, and they'll be ready for winter. And they'll overwinter like that. I'll probably put them on a cinder block to get them out of the grass and to prevent the rotting of the bottom board.
Right. How far down would you condense them?
This
two
was a
deep?
nuke,
Okay.
so I like to have 2 deeps.
You could do 2 deep. Okay.
2 deeps of brood, a full deep, 10 frames.
Okay.
That's what my production colonies are, and these are my nukes, the smaller.
So you say you have 80 colonies. How do you differentiate them?
So each stack of boxes is a colony or a stack of equipment. So
Okay.
there's 4 on that pallet. Then there's what I would call a nucleus colony right there, the smaller hive. That's a stack of equipment. That's 4 hives. That's 4 hives. There's bees in them. So
when you said you were in winter mode, so they stay, you don't do anything in the winter, they just stay there?
yeah, they go dormant. So
Okay.
the bees that are being born now are going to be the bees that are going to raise the youngs that will survive the winter. So we're 1 or 2 cohorts away from winter bees. And winter bees are morphologically different than summer bees. The biggest difference is the fat body, which is a liver-like organ to the honeybee. And